everybody, it's your boy HP Maharaja. We back at it again. Just gonna make sure there's no cops around. But yeah, so basically today is April 5th, 2018. It's about 10:26 p.m. right now. I'm just heading back home from the gym because that's finishing up. And then basically now I'm just heading home. Let me turn this down. Yeah, it's lit, but whatever. So that's what's going on. This guy just turned left on a red light. I don't know what he was thinking, but anyways. A lot of stuff happened. I went to work. We got like a whole different strategy for development, and work is work. But nonetheless, I've got so much other stuff. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to handle all these different logistics. I really need to create like a master weekly schedule and allocate time to all the different projects that I've got to do. And I've got to, allocate a certain amount of time to each one. But then the thing is, so here's the thing. You work on so many different things, and sometimes some things take higher priority compared to other things. And sometimes when you work on other things, they become a higher priority because you're more passionate about it, you're getting more leverage, you're getting more sales, or you're getting more demand for it, whatever it happens to be. So if that's the one business you're getting a lot of demand for, then you start working on that more. So that adjustment that, okay, now instead of budgeting out 2 hours of my time to that particular thing for that day, I have to budget out, I don't know, I have to budget out, let's say, potentially 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, I don't know, maybe more than that budgeted amount. And that will happen. So what happens because of that? Well, everybody's only got 24 hours in a day. So that just means that 24 hours in a day can only be budgeted to a certain amount of things that you can do. I mean, you can do a lot of things, but then you have very little time for each one of them. Now, if you budget it for a higher priority thing, then you have to give up something on the other side and not give so much time, or maybe no time at all to some of the other projects. And that's just the way it works. So the best thing you can do initially, when you have so many different ideas and concepts and objectives that you need to accomplish, lay them all out. And if you have the time to test it out, I would say test it out first before you go into the depths of diving deeper into each one of them, or a single one of them. Dive into the depths and figure out what exactly is worth your time investment. Because once you figure out what your time investment is, you're going to be damn set. Your time investment is very important because the ROI on your time has to be maximized. That's essentially what you're trying to do with your time. You're trying to maximize the return on that investment that you spent whatever X amount of time, hours or whatever. That's the goal. So in order to maximize it, you have to burn a little bit of time to figure out which one is it that's going to give you the highest return. Not everything's going to give you the same return, and not everything's going to give you returns immediately. Some things might give you returns on the long term. You have to weigh all these factors out, and I say you should probably figure out some of those factors beforehand so that in the long run you don't waste so much time figuring out as you're doing it, as you're wasting time. So that's the message for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. HP Maharaja signing out. Peace and love. I did upload a lot of HP Maharaja videos, 6 of them to be exact. We're past the 100 mark. But other than that, HP Maharaja signing out. Thank you guys so much. Keep watching the Maharaja Daily. Peace and love. Jai Ho.